National Chung Cheng University in Taiwan presented an honorary doctorate degree to Dharma Master Cheng Yen. Guanzhou volunteers provide care for a family in need and make the care recipient girls' wishes come true. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tsai. Da'ai慈济Hospital and the National Chung Cheng University, both located in Jiayi, have been working together to safeguard the health of local people for years. This year, the university presented an honorary doctorate degree in literature to Dharma Master Cheng Yen for her contribution to humanity and social services. The university also hopes the master can become the students' role model. The master will humbly accepting the degree, dedicated the honor to all the Tzu Chi volunteers.
请颁发名誉博士学位证书。
The president of National Chung Cheng University presents an honorary doctorate degree in literature to Master Cheng Yen for her achievements in social services and humanity.
I want to use this ceremony as an opportunity for our students to know the principles behind bodhisattvas amongst us.
The executive officers of Tzu Chi missions are present to witness the ceremony.
With respect to scholarship, everyone is positive about Tzu Chi's achievements. Therefore, as the founder of Tzu Chi, the master lives up to her reputation for this honorary doctorate degree.
Susan Ye, general manager of DaAi TV, led top-level managers to attend the ceremony and also created a video as their present to the master.
We also hope the master can purify people's mind through her aphorisms, teachings, and DaAi TV.
Master Cheng Yen has been carrying out charity work for half a century, but at the same time, she is also an author. Her books have been translated into 18 languages around the world. Since 1993, Master Cheng Yen has received many honorary doctorate degrees from many countries.
日存5毛钱这样的观念开始，果然呐，这样日存5毛钱，竟然呢是能积沙成塔。
The master never forgets her initial vow of working for Buddhism and for the public, so she has been dedicated her whole life to helping suffering people. Her unselfish dedication serves as an example for everyone.
Da'ai Tzu Chi Hospital held its year-end blessing ceremony. Over the past few years, the hospital continues to improve its quality health care. Dharma Master Cheng Yen also joined the event to thank each medical staff for their unconditional givings.
Da'ai Tzu Chi Hospital's year-end blessing ceremony was very interesting and entertaining. The story of 72-year-old Dr. Lin Yinglong was told through a stage performance. 3 years ago, he came to Dapu Medical Station in the mountainous area of Jiayi to provide services for farmers. He often gets bitten by the snakes. In the eyes of the residents, Dr. Lin is a hero.
极重的病情，来到山下，来到大林，把这一条命啊救回来，这都是呢。
Dharma Master Cheng Yen thanked each medical staff for their hard work.
在这样乡下的地方，大医王们呐，来就稳了，那一种的稳住我们这个医院，守护了医院，守护了健康，守护了爱。
大家爱快乐哦！有啦，就欢喜啊！这次回来，我欢喜今日，欢喜大家欢喜好。
Although this 84-year-old senior volunteer didn't feel well, she still wanted to participate in the ceremony. For 20 years, she and her husband have been making tea for patients.
身体较紧好起来，要创啥物？
创啥物都，有啥做啥，安尼俩。
A new postpartum care center was established at Da'ai Tzu Chi Hospital. Dharma Master Cheng Yen also participated in the unveiling ceremony. Dharma Master Cheng Yen hoped vegetarian meals can be provided at the center, as well as traditional Chinese medicine. This could help the first-time moms stay healthy.
Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital started to provide the full medical services in Dapu village in the mountains of Jiayi since 2002. Doctors from different departments rotate to conduct free clinics in remote mountainous areas. Among them, Dr. Ling Yinglong has been stationed in the village for 3 years, serving local villagers selflessly. Residents of the mountain village of Dapu in Jiayi have difficulties going to the hospital. Fortunately, doctors from Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital go up to the mountain to host free clinics regularly. Dr. Ling Yinglong worried about his patients should they experience an emergency.
He said his upper abdomen is bloated and in pain. So I gave him an ultrasound and found that his gallbladder had swollen. His life is in danger if he doesn't receive surgery immediately.
Dr. Lin diagnosed Mr. Ye's fever was caused by acute cholecystitis, which had led to septicemia.
Dr. Lin told my son to get to the hospital as soon as possible because this situation is serious. I called a car to rush to Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital down the hill.
Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital is responsible for serious emergencies. The medical team performed a 6-hour surgery immediately after Dr. Lin contacted them and saved Mr. Ye's life.
I thanked him deeply because my son wouldn't survive if it wasn't because of him. He responded that he's just doing what a doctor should do. He's very humble. We are all just a screw. Without Dharma Master Cheng Yen's compassion and great love, we wouldn't have a chance to come to help local residents.
Transportation on the mountain is inconvenient, but Dr. Ling has stationed himself in the village for nearly 3 years because he is committed to his mission to safeguard residents' health on the mountain, where medical resources are lacking. Jiayi Tzu Chi volunteers Ye Jianwensu and her husband are very dedicated to recycling. They wake up around 4 a.m. every morning and leave home before 5 p.m. to start picking up recyclables. Although they are over 80 years old, they are still passionate about keeping the environment clean.
Before daybreak, Ye Wensu and her husband Yen Yuanhai are already leaving their home in the dark.
My husband and I wake up at 4:30 a.m. and leave home at 5 a.m. We use a flashlight to see our way, and we go out with a cart.
As they walked, they used a pair of long tongues to pick up the recyclables that they cannot reach. They even dare to go through the nearby trash cans to pick up various goods.
If they're on the roads, we will pick them up. If we can open the garbage bags, we open them to find any recyclables. If we can't open them, we tear it apart to see if there are any available goods.
The elderly couple are in their 80s, but they do recycling due to their love for Mother Earth.
The first benefit of doing Tzu Chi is staying healthy, and the second is being able to help those in need. We pick up recyclables because we want to save the earth. And what I often think about is wanting to leave a cleaner environment for the next generation.
When we see them walking at the forefront, we will follow them, and slowly we begin to join in their efforts as well.
Cheng Yen is her children's best example. She also volunteers at the Tzu Chi Hospital.
It's important to stay healthy. If I can follow Dharma Master Cheng Yen and do Tzu Chi in every lifetime, I will be the happiest.
For 15 years, more than 2.78 million people have received medical treatment at Tzu Chi Douliu Medical Clinic. Now it has upgraded to the Douliu Tzu Chi Hospital. Dharma Master Cheng Yen presided over the opening ceremony, sharing blessings with everyone and pledging to care for those in this community.
The Douliu Tzu Chi Hospital was officially unveiled, becoming the 7th hospital operated by Tzu Chi in Taiwan. The vibrant Douliu Tzu Chi Hospital was formerly Douliu Tzu Chi Medical Clinic, which has served this local community for 15 years. Yulin County Magistrate Zhang Lisan participated in the unveiling ceremony. He's also a member of Tzu Chi Foundation.
Members of the Tzu Chi Foundation, along with the love of old Tzu Chi brothers and sisters, are not just caring for Yunlin County, but also Taiwan and the whole world. I think this is already enough to make us proud of being part of Tzu Chi.
After the upgrade of the Doliu Tzu Chi Hospital, inpatient wards and outpatient operations will be added, and community medical care will be further able to take care of the elderly. Competent government authorities are particularly looking forward to this upgrade.
In the future, the Long-Term Care Act 2.0 will mean deeper integration with the community, and we hope that the hospital can assist us with this.
We must work hard in this area. We must integrate and cultivate all of the long-term care stations ABC very well.
Master Cheng Yen gave her blessing and hope that those in Doliu and Dalian could be of one heart.
相信大林跟斗六是一条龙，是一个脉动。大林充足，我们的斗六同样的充足，这都是有后盾呐。
7 Tzu Chi hospitals are now in place throughout Taiwan, upholding the spirit of compassion and love to all citizens.
How did the Doliu Medical Clinic begin? We take you back to 20 years ago when it all started with one doctor who wanted to build a hospital in this area.
This is a greeting card for Canada. It carries a meaningful message, referring to the inauguration of the Tzu Chi Doliu Hospital.
She sincerely invited me to go to Canada if I have time. This is better than receiving a broker fee.
20 years ago, Dr. Lin Hanzhen built a hospital in Doliu. Due to laws and regulations, the hospital couldn't be operated. At the end, Dr. Lin sadly passed away, and his wish was left unfinished.
My occupation is an architect, so I know more about the construction than others. I discussed with Dr. Lin's wife about the land rights, cutting directly to the chase.
Dr. Lin's wife moved to Canada. When she came back to Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteer Chen Yuan seized the chance to convince her to turn the hospital over to Tzu Chi. In the end, they reached an agreement.
She wanted to fulfill her husband's last wish, therefore the donation to us has a meaningful purpose. It's our duty to make this wish come true.
Doliu Tzu Chi Hospital started as a clinic. It began operations on October 21, 2003. The building land area is 3,074 square meters, and the total land area is about 6,334 square meters. The number of patients surpasses 2.78 million. Based on the 700,000 population of Yunlin County, each person has visited the clinic at least 3 times. Doctors from Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital also came to assist. More than 22 medical services were provided. The public already considers the clinic to be as useful as a hospital.
Registration fees are the same as other clinics, but here the medical equipment is like the ones in a hospital. If I have to choose, I will definitely come here.
I think here the scale is the same as the hospital. In fact, I'm always following the system of the hospital.
Doliu is the largest township of Yunlin County. Many hospitals have established their branch here as well. The deputy magistrate of Yunlin County also shared her thoughts on the hospital. She was impressed with the good services that the volunteers and doctors provided.
I think it's important to connect with the patients, to understand their concerns from their point and helping the patients from one's heart. A good healthcare consists of all of these measurements.
In Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital, we advocate humanistic healthcare. As we brought the spirit over here, the public can see the presence of Tzu Chi volunteers. For the seniors, they will be more secure as someone is there to assist them.
After 15 years of providing clinical services, the center is now officially a hospital, providing patients and local residents the opportunity to receive better medical services both now and in the future.
past summer, Tzu Chi volunteers in Guanzhou, China, discovered a young girl requiring much help. Her mother suffered from mental problems, and her father had huge debt due to his gambling, so he was unable to take care of his family. Consequently, the young girl had been raised by her grandparents. Let's see how volunteers helped her to celebrate her grandmother's birthday.
好犀利啊！你切得好薄啊！犀利！我嚟頭啊！我想做道菜给外婆吃。
哦，想做一道菜啊？为什么想给外婆吃啊？
因为外婆从没吃过，我真的心这什么。
11-year-old Guo Tongyin is excited about her first cooking experience because she is going to make a dish with tomatoes and her favorite food, eggs.
When we came last time, she said she could personally cook a dish her grandma has never eaten before. So we came this time with the ingredients to teach her, and she did it very well.
With the volunteers' guidance, Guo Tongyin finished the dish of scrambled eggs with tomatoes and asked the grandma to taste it. The grandma praises the girl's cooking skill with a smile on her face because she is touched by her granddaughter's love to her. The volunteers are also moved by their close connection.
Actually, the girl is very loving and filial. She's in the 6th grade, and we hope she can continue studying and also taking care of her grandma and mom.
Guo Tongyin's mother suffers from mental problems, so Tongyin has been raised by her grandparents. After the volunteers visited this family last summer, they have been coming to this family to give her the motherly love she is missing. The volunteers and Tongyin prepares noodles to celebrate the grandma's birthday, and it makes the grandma feel warm. The volunteers visit this family again before the Lunar New Year, but this time they brought a table of presents to the family. The volunteer wants to share love and happiness with Tongyin's family.
Rett syndrome patients are mainly female because the gene causing the illness is located on the X chromosome, which is more common in women as men's chromosomes are a combination of X and Y. Many who suffer from the disease are also called silent angels, as they have difficulty communicating with the outside world. Let's take a look at some of their stories. When my child gets sick, he can't speak, so he doesn't know how to express himself. Therefore, he will start to scream and bite.
Zhang Xiang is the first male patient with Rett syndrome in Taiwan. For 10 years, his mother has been devoted to his care, as he has eventually shut himself off from the world.
When I started to observe Zhang Xiang, I noticed that his eyes closed a little differently than others when he tried to talk to me.
Patients with Rett syndrome are almost all women, and male patients are extremely rare. Why is this? Males have only one X chromosome. Once the MECP2 gene mutates, it is impossible to make a functional MECP2 protein, usually in the mother's uterus, or die shortly after birth. However, a very small number of men with XXY chromosomes, even if one of the X chromosomes is mutated, the other X chromosome can compensate for the production of MECP2 protein, so it can survive, become a rare male with Rett syndrome. By the same token, a woman has two X chromosomes, one of which is a mutation, and another X chromosome can be used to create an MECP2 protein, which is why women with Rett syndrome can survive. Rett syndrome can't be detected through prenatal screening, but it can be detected from the blood of the fetus.
We can take the DNA from the blood and put it into a machine to see if there is a specific point mutation in the MECP2 gene. If it's a little mutated, the child is likely to have Rett syndrome.
The discovery of the MECP2 mutant genes significantly reduced the chance of misdiagnosis of Rett syndrome and allows patients to receive correct treatment.
Rett syndrome children's nervous system is a little more sensitive. Through different music, we can calm them down.
Using music therapy for a long time to accompany her son, for the past 7 years, this mother has been a dance teacher for other students with physical and mental disabilities.
Give me 5. Yeah.
When you hold his hand, you can see that his fingers are not tense and are instead very relaxed. This shows what type of state he is in today. You can see that he is enjoying himself and is in a state of relaxation. After taking this trip, I found that he really grew up. He no longer has to rely on me and is able to connect with the rest of the world.
While children with Rett syndrome can connect with the world, there comes a time when they get older and begin to disconnect with the outside world. What happens when this condition arises?
When I was growing up and I just thought that she was like a 5-month-old baby, that's how I took care of her.
As her sister completely lost mobility, this long illness eventually consumed her parents, who passed away.
Why do they say that my parents were both overworked? I say this because the last few years, I saw my parents sleep very little. Sometimes they didn't sleep the whole night to care for my sister.
My father died of a stroke. My mother died of cancer, as the burden of caring for her sister was now her duty. In the daytime, she has to work and earn money. Therefore, they hired a foreign caregiver to help share the responsibility.
Rett syndrome patients require long-term care, and this can prove to be a substantial burden for a family.
Rehabilitation physicians discusses with orthopedic doctors about their osteoporosis. It's a major problem for them, so they need orthopedics, as their hands may need accessories or braces for rehabilitation. They also have problems with constipation, so we need a child gastroenterologist.
At present, there is no special treatment for Rett syndrome, as doctors can only slow down the deterioration caused by the disease. Different levels of treatment and rehabilitation can be applied, as families are ultimately the ones to care for them and face the difficult challenges and fate they experience.
The center's Tzu Chi volunteers Hoàng Minh Yin passed away due to a lung cancer. Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters hosted a memorial service to give thanks to her selfless contributions. We will leave you with these images and thank you for joining us.